You are not practicing the right shots in pickleball. You go to rec play, you play 3-5 and 4-0 bangers or passive dinkers, right? And you're not getting better. This is a shot to practice. You could do it with a partner or the tightened ball machine. So pickleball lovers, let me show you what I mean, and then we'll go to the courts for a demonstration. When you get on the court with the 5-0, you finally got your shot. He's gonna hit, or she, where? Right there. The inner foot, when you're approaching the kitchen, right? It's gonna be your backhand. Honestly, I know I'm gonna sound really stupid right now. I don't know why people call it the inner foot. I've been doing a series on what separates a 3-5 player from a 5-0. This is a major one. It is, right? A really good 5-0 is going to try to keep you back, right? Hit heavy topspin. And when you're approaching, you're going to have to hit this inner foot reset. You're going to have to hit it, right? What we're going to work on is hitting that shot. Because if you want to compete against a 5-0, we're going to have to do it. We got the Titan. Pretty beautiful machine, and we're gonna get started right now. We're gonna do drill 4 on the Titan. That's topspin, heavy topspin, targeting the inner foot. Boom, pretty good, pretty good. I hit a lot of spin on that. I'm really working on cutting under this a little bit more with that heavy topspin. It's really tough. That's why I like this machine. That's how you practice against 5-0s. And I'm trying to take this before it bounces. It's very tough. There we go. I took it before it bounces because it has heavy topspin, so that's why I like to use a Titan. Again, beautiful, right? I don't get to practice this very often. Again, off the bounce, really good, right? What you see a lot of 3-5 players do, they don't trust their resets, and they hit more vertical and hit it into the net, and they run and they hit it into the kitchen. So we want to really get lower, our whole center of mass lower. Cut under it more, that's pretty good. Pretty good, right? Cutting under it a little more. That's what we're working on. Here we go. Not good, not good. But see, my footwork wasn't good and I'm figuring that out, not good. If you're doing this drill with a partner, use progressions. Obviously, you're standing between the kitchen and the baseline, right? Have them hit really easy balls at ankle level, right? As you get better, have them hit topspin. I like the Titan ball machine because it hits crazy topspin and does a lot of other variations. And if I want to play pro, I'm going to have to play against that crazy topspin, and the Titan has it. Again, if you watch her reset, she has a two-handed reset. She could be shrugging a little more. What do I mean by shrugging? Almost pulling into her body. See how it's a little more line drivey? By shrugging a little more, you put a little more topspin on it. So don't do almost an elephant. Almost shrug and pull back on that paddle. You see 3-5 and 4-0 players make two mistakes when they're resetting going to the kitchen. First, they're going too fast, right? They're off balance, they push it forward and it goes in the net, or it's a line drive, and they hit it right at your feet and you're kind of off balance already, or they're actively swinging on it. Two-handed or one-handed. With the one-handed reset, I like to cut on it a little more to shape the ball, to give it more spin. That way when it lands shallow in the kitchen, my opponents can't attack. So that's more defensive, right? Cutting under it. I know a reset is defensive, but if you have a little more time, you can shrug, and that puts topspin, right? So it almost becomes an offensive drop, just a little bit. You see pros put that left hand on and see how that brushing, or you can shrug, kind of depending on your positioning in the pickleball court. So I put it on a little easier setting. And if you have that two-handed reset, think about this. Shrug, pull back, right? Pull back to put topspin. Shrugging back, right? Most 3-5s do the tree trunk, right? They do the tree trunk. But if we put some topspin by shrugging back, it works, right? Let's not do the tree trunk. And if we have that one-handed reset, focus on cutting a little more down on it, right? That would be a good tip. Most people can do that, but if that's heavy topspin like we practiced on before, I'd recommend cutting a little lower on the ball. That wasn't the best.
AJ, bottom left-hand corner, does this so well. He really cuts under that ball. His wrist is set, take note. But why does he cut under that ball? It gives it shape, and it's tougher for his opponent to attack because it skids through the court. And that reset is exactly what we're practicing. That was me that screwed it up. But take a look at this in slow motion, exactly what we're practicing with the Titan. He let it bounce because he didn't think he could take it out of the air without staying balanced. Or with staying balanced. You know what I mean, but staying balanced is so important when you're resetting. Look at AJ cut under this ball and look at it skid. That's actually offensive, right? Unattackable because he's putting so much slice. It's really skidding through the court. He's a very advanced 5-0 player. Usually the slice is hit shallower in the court, right? So it's unattackable and you can make it to the kitchen. And look how much height he's hitting. Look how high this goes. That's a little more offensive, right? The first one was higher. The second one he saw he could be a little more offensive because the shot to keep him back wasn't as difficult, right? So he was a little more offensive with that slice. And that's exactly what we're practicing, right? Exactly. AJ takes it out of the air to avoid a bad bounce because 5-0s hit with a ton of spin. He stays balanced, gets to the kitchen, and you know what he does next.
We shrug, it's going to be a little more offensive because we put topspin. When we really cut under the ball, if it's a little lower, what are we doing? It's a little more defensive. We're going to hit it more shallow in the kitchen, right? So we can get to the kitchen. Pickleball lovers, any other tips on resetting when they hit to that inner foot? Either your one-handed reset, two-handed reset. Do you like that shrug? Leave your comments, save 10% on any paddle. It keeps us in business. And don't forget to have a good day. I'm tired, I know. Did you enjoy this tutorial? Any other tips for resetting, go to the transition zone, save 10% on any paddle? The only win-win in life. It keeps us in business and saves you 10% on any paddle. And don't forget to have a good day. To have a good day.